Take two.
I got a crush on wait till 2008. Baby, you're the best candidate. 2008, you're the sexiest candidate. There's no way we're gonna lose. Barack Obama can't dance like you.
One thing to the American people. I want you to listen to me. I'm going to say this again. I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Arizona and North Dakota and New Mexico. We're going to California and Texas and New York. We're going to South Dakota and Oregon and Washington and Michigan. And then we're going to Washington, D.C. to take back the White House.
Why not ask him a real question instead of just suck up to him?
Yeah, how are you holding up is a real suck up, and I actually was giving him a hot stone massage.
It sounded that way.
That's what we're doing it. You know, it's interesting to hear you talk about
I felt
my responsibility to the, you know, I didn't realize that, and maybe this explains quite a bit.
The opportunity
is that the news organizations look to Comedy Central for their cues on integrity. So, if your idea of confronting me is that I don't ask hard-hitting enough news questions, we're in bad shape, fellas.
We're here to love you, not confront you.
No, but what I'm saying is this. I'm not. I'm here to confront you because we need help from the media, and they're hurting us. And it's, the idea is...
My fellow Americans, major combat operations in Iraq have ended. In the Battle of Iraq, the United States and our allies have prevailed.
The cooked books and faked threats you foisted on a sincere and frightened nation. When somebody asks you, sir, about your gallant, noble, self-abnegating sacrifice of your golf game so as to soothe the families of the war dead, this advice, Mr. Bush, shut the hell up.
You know, this is very personal for me. It's not just political. It's not just public. I see what's happening. And we have to reverse it. And some people think elections are a game. They think it's like who's up or who's down. It's about our country. It's about our kids' futures. And it's really about all of us together. You know, some of us put...
Tired of divisive exchange, and I got one or two things to say about change, like the change we must change to the change we hold dear. I really like change, and I made myself clear.
Companies covered by IRA and non-birth control, and
I certainly do not want to discuss that issue.
it was unfair that health insurance companies covered by IRA and non-birth control. Do you have an opinion on that?
Repeatedly, Senator McCain, you have said repeatedly, quote, I know a lot less about economics than I do about military and foreign policy issues. I still need to be educated.
Actually, I don't know where you got that quote from.
I got it from John McCain, and here it is. Quote, I'm going to be honest. I know a lot less about economics than I do about military and foreign policy issues. I still need to be educated.
We let spending get completely out of control. Of course, those tax cuts have to remain permanent. I voted against the tax cuts.
You voted to extend them?
I voted to extend them. I voted against the tax cut. I've always been for tax cuts. We either keep our word or we don't keep our word.
First person who made the call to say that George W. Bush had been elected President of the United States was the person who was in charge of Fox News's election analysis division, the people that crunched the exit polling numbers. That person was a gentleman named John Ellis, and he is George W. Bush's first cousin.
And trying to do and really help this conversation about our country get started.
I hope to keep this conversation going all the way November 2008.